Hey friends, my name is Jay Bartels, and today I'm going to answer the question, are you able to take your existing phone number with your contract phone, or even if you're in a prepaid phone, over to another provider? In other words, do you own that phone number, and are you able to transfer it as you transfer your services? And the bottom line is, yes, you do own that phone number, and you can bring it over to another service provider, especially easily when you're going over to prepaid. This is in my business, which is Life Mobile, and this is not about Life Mobile, but we often have people bringing their phones over from contract phones over to prepaid, and they need to know, how to bring the number over. And today I'm going to explain it to you. This is a short list of carriers here on our Life Mobile site with their links and their phone numbers. And basically, here's how you do it. And I'm going to go over here to H2O Wireless. Now, H2O Wireless is a prepaid provider for AT&T, and I've been using H2O Wireless for I guess about the past 4 months or so on my Galaxy, and also my daughter's iPhone is running on it. So let me give you a step by step. Okay, now H2O and T-Mobile, they run off a GSM network, which is a global system for mobile technology, or some people would call it global system for mobile devices. And with AT&T and T-Mobile phones, they run with off of a SIM card. Now, the cool thing about a SIM card is that your phone number is actually attached to that SIM card. That's your identification number for your phone number and not your phone. If you have two AT&T phones in your household, you could try this by taking one SIM card out and putting it in another AT&T phone, and that phone automatically has your phone number. When you're dealing with phones like Verizon and Sprint, they run off a CDMA network with a code division for multiple access. Those numbers are actually attached to the phone itself. So it becomes a little more complicated. You could still port your phone number over, but if you're going to take a Verizon phone, you want to go to a Verizon prepaid. Verizon has their own prepaid. I'll show you real quickly here. But you go over here to prepaid wireless. It's on my side here. So over here, Verizon has their own prepaid. They're a little steep, but they also have Page Plus and Alltel and whatever prices they have on our websites. I'm showing you here on Life Mobile. Here you have T-Mobile and Simple Mobile, which are really easy to do. Like I say, they're on a GSM. And H2O, we have Red Pocket. H2O we're looking at here, Net 10 you've probably heard about, and Life Mobile has their own wireless. And here you have Virgin and Boost Mobile. They could be a little bit complicated. They're running off the Sprint network, and they're trying to sell you their own phones and stuff. So a lot of times the CDMA phone needs to be flashed and reset and brought over to a prepaid provider. But anyway, enough said about that. First of all, you do own your wireless phone number. It's called a wireless LNP, and it's the consumer's ability to change service providers within the same local area and still keep the same phone number. So here's how you go about it. Okay, we're going to go over to H2O Wireless. Now keep in mind this is an AT&T company, so if you have an AT&T phone, you're going to need a new SIM card for this. The SIM cards typically cost no more than $9.95. You can order your SIM card on this site, or over at Life Mobile, we have a refer three get free. So you could actually order your SIM card right here and your prepaid PIN for the first month, because this is pay as you go. So back to H2O Wireless. And this is and just to let you know, when I first brought my phone over, I didn't know much about the phone industry. So I had an AT&T phone, right? And I came over here to Simple Mobile, which is a T-Mobile prepaid provider, and they have a plan for $40 a month or $50, depending if you want 3G or 4G. So I brought my number from here, from AT&T. I'm sorry, I had a contract phone, never even spoke to AT&T, called them up, and I had my phone number for my Samsung Galaxy and my daughter's phone number for her iPhone brought over to Simple Mobile. Unfortunately, the iPhone didn't work properly off of Simple Mobile. So what's so cool about prepaid and about owning that phone, your own phone number, is you could switch carriers every month. So the next month, we switched over to H2O Wireless, and my Samsung Galaxy runs great, and her iPhone is running great. So basically, this is the startup process, and this is H2O transferring your number, and this is how they port your number. And porting your number is taking your existing cell phone number from your contract provider or prepaid provider and bringing it over to them. You own that number. You do not have to contact whoever you're in with a contract with. If you have an early termination fee with the contract company, At&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, or Sprint, you could deal with that at a later time. But basically, it's a simple form, or you can call and speak with a rep. You tell them your old service provider, the cell phone number. If it's under contract, you can click yes or no. It doesn't even matter. Your name and your account number. So I put in my At&T account number here. They ask for my password. If you don't have one, set it up. It's the last 4 digits of your social security number. And basically, what they do is they ask you for a SIM card. So you give them the number for the SIM card you have and the number for your phone. And really, with H2O, it's not even necessary to do all this. And then you put your PIN number in, which at Life Mobile, I don't pay a phone bill because we have a refer 3 and get yours free. But anyway, you could purchase a PIN right here online for that month of service. And basically, the PIN is the same as a calling card. So you go through this process. That they have your same number. They bring it over from your existing carrier. In this case, it is At&T. It usually takes 3 to 5 hours. It could take up to 24 hours. What I really like about this is once they bring your phone number, I'm just going to show you H2O because that's what I'm using right now. Once you bring the phone over, they make it so easy here. If you have an iPhone, for instance, with At&T, you do not have to unlock it. You do not have to jailbreak it. You put your phone number in here once they have your phone ported over and you have your H2O SIM card in there. You click this button and it automatically configures your iPhone to H2O. You're still running off the At&T network. You have your existing phone and you're getting the same quality of service, and H2O is now your provider. And over here with the Android, it's really cool because they actually have an Android app, which I downloaded off the Google Play Market, called H2O Config, and it configures your phone in less than 10 seconds. So it's really easy to do. You do own that phone number. You could bring it over. So let's go over this again. Who do you contact when you want to have your phone brought over to a new service provider? You do not contact your current provider. You contact the company, the service that you're going with. In this case, is H2O, and H2O will grab your number from At&T, bring it over, configure it, and your phone will be running on H2O off of the same towers. The same thing if you want to do a T-Mobile phone. You have Simple Mobile. And again, I'll show you, some of the alternatives. T-Mobile also has their own prepaid. So you could bring a T-Mobile phone over there or to Simple Mobile. They both run off the same tower. So you have a wide selection here. So even if you're not looking to get into Life Mobile, because I'm not making this video about Life Mobile, it's very simple to bring your existing phone number over without contacting your current provider. Now, realizing that, if you're in a contract, and the basics of a contract is, they give you a good deal on a phone. You usually end up signing a new 2-year contract. You get the phone for $99, or you get it for free, and you're locked into a 2-year contract, and there's early termination fees. And when it's time to get out of that contract, depending on how long you've been in the contract, because it's prorated, will determine your early termination fee. Mine was $220 for each phone, but right away I came over to, this is a $60 plan, but originally I came over to Simple Mobile for a $40 plan with 2 of my phones, so my phone bill went down from $240 to $80 right away. And as soon as I came into the Life Mobile refer 3 and yours is free, well, then it became real easy because I wasn't paying for that cell phone bill, which was real cool. But anyway, like I said again, this is not about Life Mobile. So, but we do have back here, and this is pretty cool. This is in our Life Mobile back office. These are the links and the phone numbers to all the service providers. So as we go over it again, step one, you're gonna need a SIM card. But the first thing I would always suggest you do before you switch providers is actually contact them and speak to someone and tell them what phone you have and which service you're with, and make sure they fully support it. 99.9% of the time, there isn't a problem, especially if you're dealing, like I say, with a GSM phone like T-Mobile and AT&T. So the answer is yes, you do own your own phone number. Yes, you could bring it over to any other company that supports it. Like I say, so if you're on AT&T, stay with an AT&T prepaid provider. The same with T-Mobile, Verizon, and Sprint. It's very important that you stay with these because even though T-Mobile and AT&T are both running on GSM networks, they are running on different band. Now I'll do this in another video, but there are phones that run on dual band and quad band, and we also I have phones available to me personally that will run on any 4 networks: AT&T, T-Mobile, Virgin Mobile, Virgin Mobile, Boost Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, and a number of prepaid carriers. So that's the basics of it. You own that phone number. You could take it over. There's one thing that you need to keep in mind. In order to have your phone number ported over to a new company, okay, that phone has to be activated, okay? Now, if you want to go with a prepaid and you don't care about your existing phone number, you can still activate that phone and they will just assign you a new phone number. So I hope this covered answered your questions. Yes, you do own that phone number. Yes, you can port it over to any other company you want. And the cool thing about it is, because in my time with Life Mobile, and I'll do this real fast because I'm just going to show you what's so cool about going with no contract phones. You could have be using one company 1 month, and you might get a new phone or might not be happy with them. And you could actually, if you look up here, these are I guess my last 5 pins, my H2O 60 pins. You can't see before that, but before that I was with Simple Mobile. So you could switch carriers every month. So keep in mind that I brought my phone first from AT&T over to T-Mobile prepaid, actually Simple Mobile. I ported my number a second time from Simple Mobile over to H2O Wireless running on AT&T. So it's very simple to do. The whole process for as far as what you have to do takes about 15 minutes if you have the information in front of you, your account number, and you get the SIM card and you get the activation pin or a phone card or whatever. And it makes it real simple, and it usually takes 3 to 5 hours, and your phone is up and running on this new carrier. So this is Jay Bartels. I hope this was helpful. If you do have any questions or you're interested in finding out how to get your phone service for free with Life Mobile, I will leave my contact information below. So thanks so much for watching.